first. Okay,
That's
you're
a good idea. From the top, Austin.
Ask me a question, Austin.
Tonight, I got a question for you guys. I got a question. What would you guys like? What would you guys like to do? I have ideas. I've got a few different things. I've got one thing that I'm gonna do pretty much regardless. What are you guys feeling for? You as player characters,
Well,
John and Adam.
So we ended with Captain Denim coming back to town. Right?
Big moment.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm down for whatever, but eventually I'd like to talk to him because I've still been wanting to know why the hell we haven't turned when we got bit. That's been the key thing I've been wondering.
I feel like we need to get into the characters and play out the situation and see where it goes. Because he just got to town. He's at the gate pretty much. Everyone's getting there. The zombies have all been wasted. And Gek got burned up. And he's talking to the old man that shot him with fire.
Yeah, I mean...
I would say we
kind of start. So what I'm hearing, what I'm getting from you guys, the energy I'm getting from you guys, is that you guys are really just sort of invested in the storyline and want to play and see what happens.
I'm definitely invested in the storyline.
Well, yeah, for sure.
All right.
That's why we're still playing.
That would be why I want to talk to this guy.
I was doing some research, and I was on Reddit, and there was just some things like, hey guys, every now and then ask your characters what do they want to do, and sometimes somebody might be like, you know what, I really just want to kill a bunch of shit. Or they might say, you know, I'd really like to just sink into the character and do some plot stuff or have some fun. Or they might say, I don't fucking care, you're the DM, don't make me DM, do whatever you want.
I mean, I am ready for a nice, like, combat, Dungeons and Dragons, maybe dungeon crawly, hunt the zombie fucking leader out stuff. But I'm also enjoying roleplay and want to find out what's going on in this story for sure.
Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons? I thought we were playing like fucking Starfinder.
We are playing Starfinder. That's correct.
I want to roll for computers.
You know what I mean? There is some stuff I want to do, but that doesn't mean I'm not invested as fuck.
In Starfinder, you guys are playing characters who are themselves playing D&D. To get to the next level of Starfinder, you have to beat the D&D game.
Fantastic. I like it.
That's where we're playing.
My Starfinder player, are they playing two characters or one? Am I playing two Starfinder characters?
No,
in turn playing one character each.
No, that's a good, John. You know what? That's a good question. I'm glad you brought that up. You're playing two Starfinder characters who are individually playing one character.
Oh, so you know what I thought was happening? I thought it was one Starfinder player, and his character was Adam Davis, who is in turn playing two characters in a Dungeons and Dragons game.
No,
that's interesting.
That's just absurd.
That's stupid.
That's unrealistic, right? Adam. That never happened.
Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna play two humans. I know, shocker. I'm gonna go with a scientisty pilot because I don't know their rules or classes, and just a straight up fighter soldier, whatever it's called.
I'm gonna play as Jeff Bezos. Is that cool?
Yes, that is cool.
And my soldier's basically going to be what's his nuts from Aliens, Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton. There's my soldier.
And in Starfinder, I'm actually gonna play Will Wheaton. That's my Starfinder
there
character.
You go. He's good DM.
You're the DM. You don't get a character. Fuck. Come on.
No, Will Wheaton is now our DM.
I can get a character, but don't tell me I can't get a character of my own. I'm the DM. You can't tell me what to do. Jesus.
Yeah.
I taught you to DM. I will always tell you what to do.
All right. So yes, last time we had a nice little siege of Fendelver.
Mm-hmm.
I always think I say it wrong now. I don't care.
Vandelver's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we had a siege, but you guys were able to. Last time we did a fun sort of skill challenge episode, where pretty much the entire episode was a skill challenge, but it worked out well because it was all citywide. You guys did some fortifications, you did some battlements, you did some watchtowers, and then
Hey, some of us did some serious fucking up. Thank you.
yeah, that's true. You guys roll bad on some of them, but because it's D&D, that those bad rolls were able to turn good because of good thinking. And you guys, you worked it to your advantage in the end, and you guys tried to drill a tunnel, and then they fucked it up, and then it became a big pool, which became a marsh near the front door, which protected you from some of the zombies. That was cool. And then you used Thunder Wave, which causes the water to come crashing down on these zombies, which killed a bunch of them. And that wasn't even something I anticipated, and neither did you, and that was awesome. You guys were handling your business. But things started. Some of the zombies started getting out of pocket, and they started going on their own. And then John was about to try and do something, and then he rolled. Well, not John, actually, one of his characters. John didn't do shit. One of his characters rolled a good wisdom save, and he heard a voice in his head that told him to stop what he was about to do. And when you stopped, then all the zombies you were going to go and try and do something to all were engulfed in a fireball, and then so were the rest of them. And then that's when you guys saw a wizard. This dude clearly looks like a wizard. He is he's reinforcing all the stereotypes of wizard kind. Pointy hat, robes, big belt. He's got a staff. I mean, basically, like Gandalf comes walking up, but like Gandalf after.
So if Gandalf fucked Albus Dumbledore, is that what you're telling me? That's what we got here.
Exactly, that's what's happening. This guy looks like a wizard-ass wizard.
But the first Dumbledore, right, or the second one?
I mean, I like both, and the first one was better, but I like both.
So I don't know. I don't want to get into Harry Potter because then that's all we'll talk about. So. He looked beat up.
Someone's got a pain.
His robes were really just kind of raggedy. He smelled horrible. First of all, he smelled absolutely.
Oh, Joyce, let's get you a bath, old man.
He smelled like he's been living in his own filth for however exactly the amount of time you guys, pretty much when you left.
We're supposed to be looking for him.
And he was chained.
Jack goes to pick him up and throw him in the nearest horse trough.
And then, yes, one of the things that he did say is that he was chained. He got one of the zombies got a lucky hit and knocked him out, and then took him back to their little cave that they were in. And he woke up chained, and they weren't killing him, which you guys thought was weird because they took a prisoner, which you never heard about. And then it wasn't until all the zombies left to go after you guys that he was then able to do some trickery to get out of there without getting attacked by a horde of zombies when he was weak. But he'd been able to make his way back, and he used some of his last strengths to help defend the town because he was tired of playing with this bullshit. So I have the accent for Captain Denim in my head, and it might take a while to translate through.
I'll give you one tip. Commit.
No, yeah, I am. Because he's actually a character from an audiobook I'm listening to that I really enjoyed. The Cycle of Arwen, the Cycle of Iran, I think. I don't know what it's called because I do all my books by audio, and it's Calais, and he's got an accent, and I really like it. So, you guys actually do all get into town, and you lock it up tight. You withdraw all of the wood over the deep trench that you guys dug, or the villagers dug, and you have your spikes and stuff. So everything's buttoned up as much as it can be. And you guys do go into. So once he gets in, he's very weak. Like he's not doing good. He was talking a little bit earlier, but right now he's just sort of like. You guys walk in, and he puts his like a shoulder around one of the guards, and he's help me over to the what's it called now? I can't. What's it?
I got you. Put me in the direction.
Yeah,
And
just.
Gek like picks him up and swaddles him like a baby.
Oh, okay. I feel much. Oh, take me to the post, not to the post. I can't. Oh gosh, I can't think.
Chair?
Well, chair.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I need to.
Well, I think we need to get him to the cleric, or at least healers, captain. And she looks at Captain Greywind. Do you know who the best healer, herbalist, whoever you have that's a medicine person here in the village? Can you fetch them?
Well, I'm a healer, boy, but I just need to sleep for a while. I just.
So you need a bed.
I mean, yes. What the hell do you think? What the hell do you think I need? And then
Where are his quarters, Captain? And she's.
You're talking to.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no. He's never been here. We'll probably just take him over to the town to the house closest to the market, not the market area. The main place that you guys have been using this whole time as the main.
The lion's share coster.
Yes.
I think that's what it's called.
Like
we wrote it down. The lion shield coster.
Lion shield coaster. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where the traders and stuff are. Yes. Yeah. I've got a room for him. And then she points to someone and here. Timmy will take you over, and then Timmy starts walking down, and he's gonna take you to this house right here. It's pretty much the second house on the left from where you guys are on the map.
Well, we'd get him set up with rest, and get some hot meals made for him. Get him some food, and Throm, do you think we should let him rest, or do you think we should talk to him?
We should probably let him rest, because I'm all out of spell slots for the day.
Okay.
I forgot to use my channel divinity on all the zombies again last time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Anyway,
that should probably be the start of most of our plans, shouldn't it? Maybe then we won't forget it.
Perhaps.
Send them away and then try to kill them.
Yes.
We do have a cleric. We got to remember that.
I believe it would be best if we got this man some rest.
Well, and Captain, we will come check with you in the morning to see how you're feeling.
All right. Well, he's. I'd like to think he's already passed out in bed after he ate. He wasn't trying to talk to anybody. And he was just in a foul. He was in just a generally foul mood. You guys felt like he was just generally just.
That guy seemed really nice.
Just a really pleasant character. All right, so you guys go to where you've been staying, and I mean, you guys want to go back, take a rest? You guys want to look at fortifications? Do you guys want to talk to some guards, find out if anything else happened around the city?
I mean, Ike would be checking on
a little bit.
Can I do a retroactive medicine check on him just to kind of look him over and see if he's at least on the surface all good?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, shit. Okay, accidentally rolled twice, but the first one was a 15. Basically looking for, on the surface damage, bites.
No bites, no scars, just malnourished, dehydration, and old age.
Okay. Well, good. That's promising.
Pretty much. So, You guys, so you want to take a full rest?
Yeah, I mean, I think Throm would probably just stroll the area, see if we sustained any damage. Maybe see if Ike wanted to accompany him because she seems much better at that.
Yeah, Ike was planning on doing a patrol with Throm and pretty much looking at Gek and Shay and saying, "And you two just stay out of trouble while we're gone, please."
No promises. Come on, big guy. Let's go find a drink.
That sounds fun. Do they got those around here?
We'll find something. If not, we'll put some old fruit in a bucket for a couple days and wait for it.
Yeah, 'cause that's
Does
how
that work?
Yeah, it definitely works. It's called toilet wine. It's great.
Do I have to drink it out of the toilet though?
No, it's just an old colloquial name. Colloquial means like regional, and regional.
I'm glad you knew to explain
regional means from a certain part of a certain place.
Yeah, it's
that makes more sense. I still don't understand, but it makes more sense.
It's the local vernacular, kind of like a regional lexicon.
Yeah, because he's gonna know what vernacular means.
Who's this using them big words?
Do you know the word vocabulary?
What's your name?
So two of you guys.
Is this a voice in my head?
What are you talking? What are you talking about? I don't hear nothing.
Someone said something about vernaculars. What's vernaculars?
Make a wisdom save.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, let me get dice.
I was just kidding. That was just Shay telling him to make a wisdom save.
I know.
Meta jokes are always funny for me.
Oh fuck, that was good. Let's go get a drink.
Okay, we'll go.
Something's going on in my head.
We'll go stumble off to see if we can't find a drink of some sort.
Yeah, you guys go in and talk to one of the guards or talk to someone, and they point you to where the tavern is. No doubt.
They head that way. Ike and Throm head on, checking on the city, basically doing a patrol around and checking on everybody.
Yep. So yeah, while they're walking, I think Throm would be he would be saying stuff like well, we probably could have handled that better. I've already thought of a couple things to improve myself, but could you think of anything tactically we probably should have done? Basically, just like doing a debriefing.
Well, ideally we'll be in better position next time, but I feel like things went as well as they could have.
Not too bad.
It's a good thing he showed up when he did, but it looked like we had it pretty well handled. I didn't like Gek getting outside the walls, but we weren't gonna stop that even if I had a leash on him.
Same for my sister. There's just not much controlling those two when they've got their minds on something.
Well, that's for damn sure.
Well, at least they're effective at what they do.
But I do think next time probably we need to find a way to set off the tidal wave and have you in a better position to fend off the zombies, because I feel like you're too far away for your traditional penchants for turning them away.
I don't enjoy being that far away from my allies, but perhaps in this period of reprieve, the town we could maybe help them design something more reliable than a spell, perhaps some sort of mechanism, floodgate, if you will, of some sort.
Maybe. Maybe if Captain Denim's some sort of wizard, he will know some sort of magical way to rig something up.
They're certainly usually more intelligent
that maybe
than
anyone
myself.
can trigger.
Sure. Yes. Perhaps even if it needs a rope to be pulled by a horse or some beast of burden, perhaps it need an extra strong pull that could be arranged.
For certain. I do think we need to probably train more organized archers to have a little further back to try to pick some off before they get so close.
Sure. Perhaps we. It seems like we were perhaps caught a bit off guard, but I believe we're much more prepared to see oncoming threats from here on out.
Considering we just finished the wall, I think we did a grand job.
Not too bad.
But there's much more work to be done. I'm sure Captain Denim will have a full list of things. I don't foresee us leaving this place anytime soon. I think there's a lot of help needed here.
I don't think you're wrong, but that's a bit disheartening because I would like to investigate this point of fleeing these zombies they seem to be
Oh no, I
obsessed
meant
with.
this region.
Oh yes, definitely. But
Yes.
I think
No,
as soon
not
as
the city, we have to get to that area post haste.
as soon
Preferably,
as
Captain will give us orders to go tomorrow.
as soon as we get some info from Denim, perhaps we can make way for that.
And I think we need to discuss something between him and Captain Greywind, maybe a shared position, because I believe she's more than earned her keep.
Sure.
In just the short period of time she was able to hold the office.
For sure. Perhaps he could just be her chief advisor of some sort.
I think we need to keep her attached in case something were to happen to him, because we don't want that buffoon getting put in charge again.
Holy fuck, you are not lying. He sees like a damaged piece of wood and he goes, you sir, find someone to fix that. Thank you. Post haste. Just talking to the townsfolk.
Oh,
He found a spot that got damaged. Just,
real quick, out of game thing I gotta tell Adam. Fucking Rob today. Joe was hollering at him to come do some work, and I just had the thought in my head. I was like, man, you'd have a better job just staring at it. It'd probably get done faster.
who the fuck is Rob?
That drunk ass fucking lumper.
Oh, okay.
The one with the hair, not the
Yeah.
bald one, but the one with the hair. The one
Gotcha.
that's hammered all day.
Okay,
I was like, you have a better chance just staring at it. It'll get done faster and better.
gotcha. But
So
yeah,
very much that situation. Like if he was in charge of this town.
right. So yeah, I mean, I think, unless John's got anything else, I was like, we'd patrol the town, make sure everything was at least similar to how we had it, and we've got plans. So
I mean, we'd check in with the guards at the guard towers, get a report from each sector of the city, check in with the people who are outside of the city. I'd feel like we'd check in with everybody and get reports from around the city, because we're going around the whole city looking
Sure.
at stuff. I'd say we'd also check in with townspeople, see if they saw anything, so we have a good idea of everything that's going on.
see if there's anything there. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I like
And
that.
give us a chance to get to know people. While she's got Throm with her, she's more encouraged to talk to people because he's a little less gruesome and not as big and imposing as she is.
Well, and not only that, but I think Throm would be maybe asking people what they may need to do their jobs better, just to kind of endear themselves to the public. So, like, let's say we walk up on a group of people working some job that Austin can make up. Be like, "Ho there! How does this day treat you?"
Where are you right now? I had the idea you guys will sort of walk the perimeter.
Let's say
You tell us where in the city we are.
Let's say we were like up here, and we were heading back towards the north entrance.
Oh, yes, captains. Well, we didn't really see much on our side. we were waiting to see if there was going to be something that came from behind, or if there might have been trying to do a double-sided attack or something. I didn't think anything would happen too much. Zombies don't really seem to be too smart, but we heard about that ambush they set for you guys, and
Yes,
shit, we don't know, and
you're
this is
right to not underestimate them.
this is pretty much the other entrance to town, even
Yes,
though it's kind of goes back there, and but we didn't see anything or hear anything, and we were waiting for the call in case we did need to run over, but uh, not much happened on our end.
that's good to hear. The flank should never be overlooked. Is there anything that could perhaps make your lives a bit easier? That maybe we'll do our best to make it happen.
Well, for right now, it's mostly just supplies. We have wood, but we don't have a lot of nails, so we can't really make an actual wall. Right now, we just have this sturdy fence with some, the spikes on top. And I mean, y'all's idea was really interesting. How you have the jointed tip, so that once it gets broken and there's weight on it, it falls down, and then the other side comes up. I like that. So I think we're pretty good, but right now it's just really just supplies. But other than what you guys brought in when you guys got here, we haven't seen any supplies in quite a while, which I guess is kind of why you guys are here. So
Yes.
I think we're all just curious about information. We've heard that we're supposed to be fortifying the town for a while, but we never had any supplies, and we never had anyone like you guys for that. I mean, for almost 6 months, 10 months now. I don't, and we just kind of. I mean, looking at it now, it looks like it was. I can't imagine what we were dealing with before, just closing our doors. I mean, but yeah. So I guess supplies and information of what the hell's going on and why this place is so important. Some of us just want to get the hell out of here and get somewhere fortified.
You people have done great work. You've look at the massive amount of work you've accomplished in such a short time. This you're a part of something much bigger than yourselves, and don't sell yourselves short on that. You've done a great job. Supplies will come, and if they do not, we will be the first ones to investigate them. So just keep it up, and keep your heads held high. You're doing great work.
The reason you did not know why you're here is you had, unfortunately, an incompetent leader. We've replaced them. There's a much more competent person in charge now, and she has done great jobs in fortifying the city. She doesn't know 100% her position yet, but the reason this position is so important is that it's a key supply chain directly to the safe area. So by being here, we can get supplies to all the settlements in the area and all the safe people, and have more safe havens open for people to be protected from the zombies. We just have to fortify the city to where everyone in it is safe as well, which will take time, but we will get there. And we have six formative captains now in town, so
Well, begging
you're in good hands.
begging your pardon, sir, and not to be disrespectful.
Ma'am?
Sorry, it's getting kind of dark, and
It most certainly is not.
It might be.
I'm 7 foot tall and hairy. That does not make me not a woman.
Yes, ma'am. But begging your pardon, ma'am, and not to be. I mean, that just don't make sense to me. If we're supposed to be a supply chain, or important on the supply trail, I figured we should have more
Try to
supplies.
remember.
Like, I mean, if they're trying to supply other places through us, you would think that we would have been supplied by now. I mean, this thing's been going on for almost a year, right? Like, so.
We're trying to get this to be a stable location. Am I recalling the wrong information, Austin? I'm trying to give her the right information.
No, you were
I'm not trying to steer them
You
wrong.
have been given the information that You're giving her the information that you have. You are
Okay.
recalling correctly.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So yes. Well, we have to fortify this location and fortify the lanes between it and the rest of civilization before it's going to be able to receive supplies regularly. We're trying to get them here as quickly as we can, and unfortunately, there were some attacks and some problems. Um, Captain Denim's attack, our ambush in investigating Captain Denim's attack. There have been many things that have been going on, and the act of these zombies as well on top of it. So we have a lot we're trying to handle, and fortifying this position is one of the most important things right now. That's why we have 6 captains here.
I definitely I hear what you're saying, ma'am. You know, I only see my side of things. I don't know what things have been like on you know the command level, I guess. But it seems weird to me. We've been here this whole time. We probably had the lightest zombies attacks. I mean, we just close our doors. It's only ever a few, but we're supposed to be strategic. But I don't see this strategy. And if we're supposed to be crucial,
And she pulls out the map of
yeah.
the area and explains to him and showing him this supply chain will lead here, which will be crucial once we can get it up and running. But right now we have to get this settlement up and running first. That is key. Until we can get it up and running, we can't open this supply chain south.
Well, I guess I'm just wondering where's everybody else? Why? How is it just you guys? But I'm glad. I'm definitely glad you guys are here now. But I gotta get going. I have to
You
go.
do realize that there were a bunch of people who were dead just walking at the walls trying to kill people. That's where everyone else is. We're trying to keep every other person alive. That's why this is a key position.
I suppose I don't. I guess I don't know how many captains.
As
are
for
left.
why these zombies aren't attacking, I do not know. I do not understand the thing that's going on here, but I intend to find out as soon as possible. Secure this location, keep everyone in this village safe.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming here and everything you guys are doing for sure. I need to go relieve my partner now. He's got to get home. But unless you have any other questions, ma'am, sir.
No more questions. Good work. I just wanted to inform you, because I like all my soldiers and all my men properly educated. If you have any questions or anyone else has any questions, you can send them my way anytime.
Yes, ma'am. He
And
walks away.
she continues on with Throm.
All right.
She does not. One of the things she's going to do is she's going to talk to Captain Greywind about putting that word out and making sure everyone knows why they're here and why they're here and how important they are to the cause of everyone out there and everyone's survival.
I dig it.
Because that's an important thing when you're at war.
Yep, I agree.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sorry, I kind of jumped right off the end of you there, Adam, because I was
No.
I was like, they need to know this.
No, you're like here. It works out really well because you are actually better at all the strategy and tactics stuff, and it plays into both of our characters this way.
It really does. We did this really well.
I talk to people
as far as our party dynamic.
I talk to people better than you do, and you know all the fucking ins and outs that need to be known. So
yeah,
it works out all right.
Because she's a little straightforward when she's talking to people. Mm-hmm. She's not. She's matter of fact.
Am I sensing some chemistry between y'all's characters?
I don't think so.
Is there a little heat? I feel a little heat.
That is like the most personal respect brother-sister relationship I think out of the 4. The other 2, who knows?
Yeah, like I feel like Throm is probably Throm feels about Ike. He's like, man, I love Shay, but I kind of wish she acted more like Ike because she can be a pain in the ass. And
vice versa.
But at the same time, I think they both realize at least a little bit that those two give them some sort of fun. Like without those two, they'd be fucking bored. all the time.
Yes.
So
They are aware that while they are annoyed by a lot of it, Ike and or Gek and Shay are some of the best entertainment you can ever have around.
For sure.
Because they're just complete
asshats.
blackballs. Yeah, goofball fucking jackasses.
So,
And they both mean well. They know that they're good people. They both mean well.
right.
Almost always.
Almost always.
Yeah. Sometimes they're selfish, but that's most goofballs.
Right. They just don't think before they act, and that's
No,
why
I
they're
really
fun.
want that ice cream over there, and I don't have any money to get it. Let's
Right.
steal some,
Right.
Shay.
Yeah.
Like, let's go steal the ice cream.
So it is starting to get a little late. The sun's gone down. It's starting to get dark. Where do you guys want to go?
Well, Shay and Gek were heading to the pub.
Yeah, we're gonna let's can we play with them for a while?
Yeah.
Is there like a tavern or something?
So there is a the Stonehill Inn. That's where they are right now.
I'm gonna write that down because
The
Stonehill Inn.
is this other one right here.
Okay, so we will go right there.
That is the Stonehill Inn.
I don't like that color. That beigey color.
And we're gonna give it.
Okay. There we go. I think we found what we were looking for, Shay.
what building are we in? I'm sorry, that one?
The Stonehill Inn, yeah.
Okay.
This is a beer.
Right on. She kind of ignores him, heads straight for the bar, and orders 4 ales, and then
You're
brings...
not gonna beat me to the bar, and he starts chasing after her.
She probably lets him run by, and then just under her breath is like, well, I was gonna bring
He
you...
looks back to make sure he's in front of her and runs into the bar.
He's like, she just mutters to herself, well, I was gonna bring you 2, but alright, well, I guess he's buying the first round. And just lets him go.
Yeah, he turns around because he's making sure he's in front of you, and he slams into the bar and falls down.
Fantastic.
Oh!
While you're nursing that, she walks up and she goes, 4, please.
Get me 4 too.
2 of them were for you, you big galoot. I figured maybe we'd not
All right.
tear this place down the first night.
8 beers coming right up, sirs.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
They bring you both 8 pints of
Shit.
of mead.
8 each?
No, 8 total.
Oh.
She gives 2 of her 4 to the nearest 2 people. She says, here, on me. Well,
Cheers. Thanks.
you got
I
it.
get mine on me all the time. It's okay. And he's guzzling like the first 2 at
Right.
the same time, Steve Austin style.
Right.
But he gets most of it in there because he's fucking huge. Because I think of him as like an 8-foot, what was it, Razor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Or
a
was-
bugbear.
Or was it Toka?
I think it's Razor was the big furry one.
I don't remember. Yep, Razor was the furry one.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the better one.
Well, yeah.
We had enough reptiles in that franchise. So
Agreed.
Shay's gonna walk around and she's going to
So when you guys walk in to the bar, you guys see Gek and Shaw. Shaw or Shay?
Shay.
Shay.
That's who we are right now.
And so Ike and Thrall are already in there drinking?
No, Ike
No,
and Throm
Ike
were on
aren't-
patrol.
I can throw him on patrol. Gek and Shay We're here.
I'm tracking. I thought they'd all gotten back together.
I would
No.
imagine those two probably headed back to the Coster.
Yeah.
All right.
They went back to plan with the captain,
they'd be
with
making
Captain
their way
Greywind.
So
Yeah.
Dave and Shaw, you guys are in there. When you first walk in there, you guys see it's a weird mix. There are some, they look like town guards that are dressed like soldiers that you've seen in other places. Apparently, there was some uniforms in the stuff that you guys brought with you. So some people have actually been converted now to the realm guards of the realm, right? Kind of in the same order. Like so, they probably so you guys would know that they've sort of enlisted now, and they're more or less official. Probably going through training because none of them have any rank. But still, it's nice to see the uniform that you guys are familiar with. They're kind of like what y'all's are. You see some actual town guards wearing their regular clothes, and you see some people who look like farmers and tradesmen and just townsfolk. And they're all like, it's the mood in there is this is the first time they've ever actually had the city felt like it was protected. You can as you're walking around town, all of your characters, as you guys are walking around, especially in the inn though, where the pub is, there's definitely a sense of, damn, we got walls and like a moat and shit, and we've got like 6 captains now, 4 who are like solid captains, and one of them who's like something special wizard guy who just came in here and just burnt the fuck out of zombies. And then Greywind, who everyone knew was the smartest person, is now the leader. So like there's definitely a feeling of confidence in there. They just repelled their first zombie, like not just attack, but like that was a zombie invasion, it felt like to them. That's the first time they felt that, and then they were actually able to meet it, and you guys but remember, this wasn't just you guys like going and fighting and then watching you. This was the town sort of defending itself. So there's definitely some drinking happening. There's definitely some stories being told of like some of the older ones telling stories of when they were younger, about when they went hunting and their stories of adventure. And then there are some younger kid or some older kids in there, I guess. Like the apprentices and stuff. So there's a good mix, male, female, guards of the realm. You guys are captains of the realm. So that's what it's like. So when you guys go in there and you guys buy too much beer, and then they starts handing it out, like everyone's like, "Hey, thanks, guys," and everyone's kind of making eye contact with you and smiling and like nodding and stuff, but no one's coming up directly to you guys talking. They're all has some space because they don't want to encroach.
Gek hears people talking about what happened, and hears someone bringing up the wizard that threw fireball, and like someone talking like how cool he is, and he's like, hey, I took that fireball and I'm still here, and I pushed the zombies in the moat. Yeah.
Like the kid who was saying like all that stuff about the fire and the wizard and stuff, and he's like, "Oh my goodness! You mean you were there? Like I heard that one of them was caught in the fire. You got caught in the fire and you're still fine?"
Yeah, look at the hair; it's singed. Smell.
Oh my goodness!
He like leans his back into this kid's face.
He's like super scared, but he definitely smells. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, that smells like burnt hair. That's so cool." Oh my goodness!
It was kind of weird and hot. But
how many zombies?
I'm okay.
How many zombies did you kill?
I mean, kinda all of them. I mean, I was right up there pushing them into the water, so kinda all of them.
Shay's gonna walk up after she hears that line, and she goes, "Ease down there, big fella. You didn't kill all of them. You guys want to see some real cool shit?" And she like kind of lifts like just like a little bit of like her shirt just up to like just a little bit above her belly button. She goes, "You see this? I got stabbed by a child. Top that." And then she walks away because she got stabbed by a kid.
She did.
Yeah.
That seems That doesn't seem very special to me. You got stabbed by a kid, but I'm sure you were super brave.
Hey, Shay is very special. Don't you ever say she's not.
But she didn't stand in a fireball holding the zombies out of the way from the town.
And he just kind of stands and leans over him and glowers at him.
You feel a tug on your back, and she's pulling you. She goes, "I appreciate it, but I don't need you to fight my battles for me. It was more of a joke." She goes. Go ahead.
Okay.
While this
He goes
kid is
and-
trying to say how badass Gek is, Gek's like, you don't fucking talk to her like that. And then his kid's like, but Gek, you were fucking awesome. He's like, you better watch your fucking mouth, kid. The kid's
Yeah.
like, I'm saying you're awesome. You don't talk shit to her.
So, Shay's gonna.
He's not the most balanced individual.
Shay is gonna. She's gonna say, hey, big guy, why don't you find yourself some spot to pony up to? I gotta go do a thing. And you see her walk towards. Is there some sort of stage?
Absolutely, there's a stage.
Yeah. So she goes up to the stage.
It's got a bunch of shit on it because no one's used the stage in a long time. It looks like it might have at once been a stage for, like, regular little parlor stage, but there's shit on there.
She grabs like she's got her beer and she's got her lyre on her back, and she's got a lute. Not a lyre. Is like a harp. And she takes her dagger out, taps it on her beer glass, everybody's attention, and she says, "Hey everybody, Shay here. This stage looks like it hasn't been used in a while, so what do you say we change that, huh?" And she starts plucking some notes, just to tune it up, and then she starts playing something real fast. And she says, I'm trying to think of something because I didn't write anything. I'm gonna try and make this up. She plays a bitchin' solo, and then she comes through with my name is Shay. I'm in. Nope. She goes, nope. She goes, hello to you. My name is Shay. We kicked some zombies' ass. We came out here and helped your town, and I'm one badass lass. And then she raises a beer and walks the fuck away.
Ah! And
wait.
Is
Hang
really
on.
loud.
I rolled a. What did I roll? I rolled an
Like a
11.
7?
I rolled an 11 on my performance check, so it
sounds about right.
She's rusty. Yeah, I think that false start that Adam did was actually in there.
She gets a huge. She still gets a huge chorus and applause.
Let's see. I don't think. What do I have on me? Hang on. She's gonna buy a round for the whole bar.
Wow.
She's gonna say, well, I mean, fucking I'm gonna take 1 gold off my sheet because it's way less than that. But she says, sorry, I'm rusty. I'll be better the next time. So have a round on me. And then she goes back to Gek.
The whole everyone in the end starts getting real noisy. You see some people come in off the street
That was
around
great.
town who are curious about what's going on. So you guys are drawing a bit of a crowd in a good way.
You're too kind. And she actually did that burp.
Oh, that was a weak one.
Yeah, you know.
4 more pints.
At some point, you're gonna have to make a Constitution save and not puke. Well,
I'm fine with that.
Bugbears are what? They're like what, 7 foot and probably like 250.
800. Yeah, he's 8 foot, and probably close to 350. I think somewhere in there is where I was thinking. Because she's 7'6" and he's 8.
Bugbear between 6 and 8 feet tall, between between 250 and 350 pounds. So he's probably tipping the scales at 350.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
He's 8 foot 350, and she's about 7'6", probably 290.
Yeah. I think hobgoblins are just basically humans, but basically
Yeah,
a little
they're
bit.
human size.
Yeah, they're
They're human-sized goblins.
Their base
and-
height is 4 foot, so they're short.
Is it?
No, Forgotten Realms wiki. Sorry, that was a Pathfinder. Hobgoblins. Yeah. So they're just average people. Okay. They're basically humans, but grosser. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So Shay could be like short, and Throm could be like 6'2", you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of been picturing him more like maybe like 5'8" and like 200, but like a chubby 200. And she's probably like 5'6" and like 150. Like
He's like Friar
slender.
Tuck.
Yeah, not quite, but like he's getting there if he doesn't like, maybe cut out the carbs.
Yeah.
But when you're busy, you don't have time to eat well all the time.
No, you
So
don't.
true.
Especially in a zombie apocalypse, hard to find good meat.
Right. I mean, you're going to find whatever you can find. You're probably going to be eating a lot of bread and hardtack. Hardtack's probably pretty good for you, though. I imagine it's basically like Cliff Bars.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I imagine they're probably going to shut this place down, right?
That would be my thought on it. Like, Gek would keep going till he's about to pass out.
Yeah. So
and hope that Shay's okay enough to get him home.
Yeah,
like he normally does.
She's not keeping up with him, but she's doing her own. She's getting it in, but yeah, she'll make sure he gets back. Are we staying at the Lion's Share Coster or Shield Coster?
You guys did the first few nights. I like to think that
just move to the inn.
No, I don't think it's been really worked out where you guys are necessarily sleeping. You still have some of the places at the Coster where you've been crashing, but they're not like quarters or anything.
So I tell you what, Shay's gonna find one of those like kids you mentioned that was like underaged, or not underage, but whatever. And
yeah, they're like mid-teens, 15, 16s and stuff.
She's gonna like toss him like a silver piece and be like, hey, when you're done here, you go over to the Coster and you tell our siblings that we're crashing upstairs. Make sure you do it, because if you don't, you just rip me off. I'm gonna send this big drunk bastard after you. Deal?
Oh, okay. I'll go.
She's talking about me.
There's no need to be scared.
No,
If you don't want to do it, I'll find somebody else.
no, it's okay. I'll do it. I
Okay.
mean,
Well,
it's just
you enjoy yourself, and when you're finished, just make sure you're sober enough to complete the task.
the kid immediately walks out.
Where you going?
Immediately walks out, and then over his shoulder looks at Gek.
Gek starts walking. Don't leave. We gotta hang out and party. And
He
starts
wants a hug.
stumbling
Give him
towards
a
him.
hug.
These bugbears are scary. She
He'll only
runs out.
break a couple of ribs.
He trips over 2 tables trying to get to her.
Everyone
falls to the
laughs
floor.
and takes it good naturedly. And
I would love if the whole bar laughs at him. How does that fly?
No, they don't laugh at him. Not not at him. So they kind of good naturedly like, hey, you having a good time there, buddy? And then they all drink to him. And they go, yeah, to victory! And then,
He would join in on that from
Yeah.
his back. Yeah, and fucking start
She
drinking.
walks up and she goes, they only stop laughing because you're gigantic.
well, what do you
If it works, it works.
think?
Hey!
The victory!
So yeah, so we'll post up here, so that way we don't have to stumble back. And then if you want, I mean, I don't have much else to do in this bar, but if you want, we could throw back to a briefing with Captain Denim.
He's passed out.
Oh yeah, still. So we should. So
It's getting close to nighttime, so I'd like that we can jump over to the Costa though.
yeah, I mean,
And you, Ike and Thorm are there. And you guys are maybe just talking with to each other or to the guards. What are you guys doing over there? You guys bedding down?
he's probably Throm's probably just rereading. He's thinking about he's saying nightly prayers and trying to maybe just ask for some guidance on spells, you know, so he's better prepared. He wants to protect the town, man. He's in.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you guys are just sort of hanging out, a young kid comes walking in there and comes up to you. And are you guys close together?
Probably in some kind of like I
Well,
imagine
she-
there's some kind of chamber with chairs like near the front door. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. She comes up and talks to Thorm. No, she'd probably go up to Ike. Is that a human female fighter?
No, she's a bugbear. They're both
She's a
bugbears.
bugbear fighter.
right?
Yeah, they're both bugbears.
Yeah.
She's a
Man, I don't
bugbear
know who
fighter.
she'd go up talk to.
We're both hot. I'm smaller, but I'm
And less
still a
hairy.
hobgoblin. Like,
So Ike looks a lot like Gek, and Gek's who Shay pointed out, and she was scared of. So I would think she might be more inclined to go up to Throm. He also has holy symbols on him
I mean,
that she would probably
here-
recognize.
Here's what
point.
this is what basically my people look like. They look like this. And John's they look like this. This is the generic
Yeah.
bugbear.
Yeah, but I like to think that Shay, and I know, like I like to think that Throm is like just like a little bit more lean. He might have like glasses, and he looks like kind of like
I would
in X-Men how the animal, the big blue guy, kind of looks. He still looks like a professor, even though he's like a
talking
blue
about
bear.
Beast from X-Men.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, he's definitely less imposing. Beast is actually a really good analogy for him.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's fucking 5'8"
Yeah, so this-
and 200 pounds. He's getting chubby.
This young child, not young, this teenager, whatever. Teenagers look like children to me now. I look over and
Yep.
people are gonna be like, should they be out alone?
Yeah.
Are they
How are
by
you driving?
themselves?
Aren't you 9?
And then my wife will be like, babe, they're like 19 and 20. Yes, they can be at Target by themselves.
They could be a target by themselves. That's very.
I'm like, are they sure to like
See,
where are their
you need
parents?
to see once you have kids, Austin, you'll just think, man, they probably got shitty parents, and then you just move on to the next
John
thought.
just thinks it about every kid he sees. You have shitty
So-
parents.
This,
Pretty much.
This teenager walks up to Thorm, but kind of like looks
Kids
at
make you
Ike
hate
too a
kids.
little bit, kind of like, and it says, excuse me, captains, I was bidden to come over here and tell you that your siblings are at the inn, tearing it up, and are probably going to bed down over there. If you guys know what that means.
Yeah, Throm looks at Ike, just kind of goes, and looks back at the kid and says, well, I appreciate the info. Run along safely. Thank you.
Have
for,
they set it on fire yet?
That's
No,
a good
but-
question.
Honest, no, they haven't. If they did, though, they would probably cheer for them, though. I
There's-
don't think that'd be too much of a problem.
I don't think that's quite the issue, Ike, because if they set it on fire, there'll be nowhere else to drink. So that's probably going to be the building they protect most fiercely.
You do have a very good point there, and she just starts chuckling and laughing.
Well, thank you, young one. You've done a very kind service. Have a great night.
Thank you, sir. You too, sir. Captain. And then she runs out.
And okay. Ike was going to talk to Captain Greywind, and I don't need to like role play it out, but she's basically gonna lay down everything we talked about on our walk, her and Throm. She's
Yeah.
gonna point out any weaknesses. She's gonna let her know the men that she talked to and about that interaction, and that she probably needs to get the word out to everyone in town, or at least have some sort of town meeting and make sure everyone 100% understands why they're here and how important they are, and how important the survival of this city is to the supply chain.
Well, because I think Captain Grey One would probably push back against that too a little bit, and ask you like, well, I mean that's what I've heard that as well, but I mean, well, I guess we don't get many messages, so we wouldn't know if they tried to send supplies here and didn't come through. But
She would break down everything she knows, lay it out to her 100% honestly, tell her everything she knows, and try to convince her that how important they are, basically, and hoping that she's kind of hoping that Captain Denim has more evidence to why the fuck they're supposed to be here, because this is his post and we're trying to fix his shit while we're fucking dealing with what's that amnesia and all this other shit going on. So she's kind of hoping he wakes up and can fix a lot of the problems they're having, but until then
she kind of says
she's fumbling her way through these conversations.
a supply chain to the mountains. I didn't even know there was a road. I mean, we've only been here for a few years and we haven't been trying to do anything, but I didn't know there was a road to the mountains. That's
They're going to try to start a supply chain through the mountains so that we don't have to go all the way around them and we can go directly through them and we can maybe even get people to safety.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe the fighting was worse in between here, and there was just, man, I mean, I guess even Captain Denim had a hard time getting here, right? I wonder why you guys had such an easy time.
I think there's something really weird going on with the zombies around here, and I intend to investigate it. I'm not sure what it is, but we need to find out that above all things. I mean, keeping this post safe, but I feel like now that Captain Denim's here and you're in place, once we get some information from him, I think my team needs to investigate these zombies as quickly as possible.
Well, you say that. Normally, we don't allow competent leaders in this town, so it's easier to get rid of the incompetent ones, and we let the leaders take care of the things that no one else wants to. But I take a meeting in these times. I also feel that I have a good sense of what's going on, and I feel like we're in a good place. So hopefully we can get some more answers from Captain Denon in the morning. For now, though, I think I'm gonna go try and get some rest myself.
Well, that sounds good. I'll probably head the same. And she's once she gets done talking with her, she would like go over a few things with Throm, unless he's already to bed or if he's busy praying. Then she would just tidy up some stuff and put herself down. Just get some rest.
Yeah, I mean, he would just be going through, which is what I was doing, going through my spells and finding better stuff, which I found something. So, yeah, and then he'd probably hit the sack.
Let me go through mine. Let's see. Glaive.
Yes.
Great sword. Crossbow. Okay, got it.
I cast hit the thing. My spellcasting modifier is, oh, look at that. It's the same as my strength.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cast 15-foot reach.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good spell.
That's a fucking great spell.
So, you guys finally bedding down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for your long rest. All right.
Long rest.
Everyone, make sure you reset all your spell slots, all hit
Oh,
points.
don't you worry. I am.
Jack. He took damage. He's probably still kind of bleeding while he's partying, showing off his wounds. There's more blood's pouring out because he's drinking. Oh no, it's burns. That's right. He already did show those off. It's all burns.
Hey, John. Clerics are ritual spellcasters, right?
I believe so. Let me find my PHB. There you are.
About to get mine out. Here we go. Divine agents becoming clerics, spellcasting cantrips, spellcasting ability, divine domain channel. I don't think they are. Because where does it say that?
Ritual casting. You can cast a cleric spell if it's a ritual. If that spell has the ritual tag, you have, and you have the spell prepared.
Oh, I have to have it prepared. Okay. That's
Yes.
what, because I know wizards don't, and that's fucking dope.
Yeah, you have to have it prepared.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. I don't have actually have any.
It's right. It goes spellcasting ability, the save DCs, and then ritual casting, spellcasting focus,
Yeah.
then divine domain.
I
So
don't.
it's
I don't even
tucked in
have
there.
any fucking ritual spells this early. Oh wait, ceremony. I have ceremony. Oh, and detect magic. I should probably prepare detect magic at some point.
It's not a bad one to have, especially
Yeah.
when we're going out to explore shit. I hope you have it on.
I'm going to. So, Austin, just so you know, I have unprepared Shield of Faith because hasn't seen any zombies so far that have been, combat proficient, right? They're not hitting us all that often. And he's going to prepare Detect Magic. And I also got rid of something else. And I prepared Protection from Good, Evil and Good. Which is
Yep.
super awesome.
Nice.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
Ike's
From
going to be getting a lot of protection from evil and good.
from y'all's experience and training, it's definitely they don't have to. Normally, a zombie bite will turn someone, right?
Yeah.
So for you guys, no, they're not proficient in strategy combat. They just go up and bite people, and then they have a whole new soldier right there. So that makes sense.
Oh, I got rid of Bless because we haven't really needed it either. So, God,
Yeah,
I
well-
love fucking being able to switch out your spells every day. It's so nice. Wizards
makes-
and clerics, man. Who else gets it? Paladins and druids?
It makes sense for you
Um,
guys to
Wizards, clerics,
sure-
probably paladins and druids.
because you're fighting zombies.
Maybe rangers?
Rangers, no, I doubt it.
Okay. I didn't
I'm
know.
not sure that paladins get it.
Well, I just thought paladins might because they're divine spellcasters the same way clerics are. So it's from your...
Ooh, did that get? Oh, what's
Anyway.
this?
So yeah,
Uh,
I think Throm for sure, and I would imagine Ike, but I'm not
What
going to play
was-
John's character, would be champing at the bit to go see Captain Denim.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so
That,
as you
I
guys,
can Throm would want to go see him right away.
so as you guys
They'll let the other two sleep it off.
as you guys go to sleep, knowing that there are guards with fast action relays or whatever, quick reaction forces. You've got guards up there manning it, taking 2 people always on each of the watch posts. So make sure that no one goes to sleep, and just accountability. You guys have flags and stuff. You guys all go to sleep, and then as you're sleeping, Throm, you actually wake up with someone tapping at your head. saying, "When the fuck are you gonna wake up?
What? Oh.
Hey, we got shit to do. You waking up? Where is it? Where's everybody else? I heard there was 4 of you.
Is this Captain Denim?
Who the fuck do you think this is? Do I look like an old wizard or not?
I'm not
You
gonna
know
ask
any
him a
other old
question in
wizards
that
around?
fucking manner. I'm sorry. I'm not used to his voice yet, but now that I know,
Actually, I'm not really a wizard. I'm actually a sorcerer, but that's not really important. Where the fuck is everybody? We got a lot of shit to do, and you guys are fucking late. Well,
Ike is already up and out and doing shit. Fuck you.
well, I mean, it really do. I mean, dude, this dude went to bed at like 2
No,
p.m. probably.
I'm just joking. Yeah,
what time
I'm
is,
joking.
What time is it? Like, is there light streaming through the windows or?
oh no, it's still dark. It's
Oh,
like 6:30.
Oh.
It's not even. It's just before the gray before dawn.
Okay.
Like Captain Denim is getting you guys up.
Because I imagine he would have probably he's not a sleeper. Like if he was a regular person, he'd probably get up on the weekends between 7 and 8. He's not one of them 4 o'clock assholes, and he's not sleeping until 10 like I do.
See, I feel like Ike would
thank
be.
you very
I feel
much
like
for
Ike
the
would be
lesson.
like
Now
a
shut
5
the
or
fuck up.
6 up and checking on
let's
the.
get shit. We've got a whole fucking city here. Let's make sure that we're making it work. Now, come on.
He says, all right, well, can we put a kettle on first and
There's already a kettle on. Why do you think I'm so ornery? Let's get going.
you need a
Come on in here and get your fucking coffee. Let's go.
Okay. He throws a robe on and stumbles his way towards the kitchen.
All right, now, come on, Ike. Get the fuck out of bed.
I feel like Ike's already up.
All right, Ike. Well, then just go and.
I
get
feel
your
like
brother-
she's probably walking in the door as you're berating Throm, and she
There
chuckles.
you are, Ike. I couldn't find you. Ike, go get your brother and the other hobgoblin. Let's get in here, and we got a lot of fucking work to do. Fuck.
She laughs. You obviously haven't read the report on them. Sure, I'll get them. There'll be lots of
How
help.
when the fuck am I supposed to have read the report? You guys are supposed to
And
hear the same. I was supposed to already be. I've been in a fucking goblin chains, haven't I? Go and stop talking to me and tell me what I'm supposed to know, and go and fucking get them.
You're
Thank
just a barrel of fun, aren't you?
I am actually, just not right now. I am. I have a soft side to me, but it's not fucking right now because there was a fucking zombie invasion and out of fucking nowhere. When did zombies start?
excuse me,
fucking
Captain,
me?
but I think you need to calm down. I
I'll
think it was
calm
you
down.
who was captured by zombies, us who came in and fortified this city
Why
in the first
aren't you
place, and are
going
the
in
reason it
the other
hasn't been
bugbear and hobgoblin? I don't
destroyed.
want to hear
Because
your
you're coming
opinion.
and hollering at people first thing in the morning.
They're not
That's
going to be any
wonderful.
help anyway. You may as well just
Thank
talk
you,
to
Throm.
us.
Well, I mean, if that's how you feel, then fine. We can talk. So, what the fuck is how? What is going on? You guys. I mean, who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay,
That
tell me
sounds
what's the
great,
first
Throm.
thing? How far back do you remember? I've been worried about that.
I tell him all the stuff from the first session.
Yeah, we're not role playing out that shit.
Yeah, that's a
We'll
lot
recall
of,
the
that's
last
a lot of
8
stuff
sessions.
to say. And then I say, as you can see, this town is miles ahead of where it was when we first arrived. They've done well.
It was beautiful.
They've worked very hard. I'm very proud of them. Now, there's a very pressing question that I know even the 2 drunkards would be very keen to know. We had bites. We didn't turn. And someone told us that you might know why. Do you know
Well,
why?
of course I know why. I was the one who saved you, now wasn't I?
You were?
No. Well, do you remember before the zombie attack?
Hey, wait. Is he talking about this raid on the town?
No, he was the one who treated us.
No,
in
I was
Neverwinter.
the one who treated your zombie bites. I came with you from where the fuck is the name of that one?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter.
Well, that's where we were going for sure.
No,
But
that's where we were.
That's where
we were coming
that's
down
where
from
we woke up at.
coming
where
down
we
from the
woke up.
mountains.
No, I do
When
not remember him saving us. So
we
Thrawn
came down
probably
from the
would.
mountains, and you guys got fucked up, and then I don't know, your wounds looked a little different, but when I tried to heal them, they healed. But I could feel my healing energies or power. I don't know how, if you guys have any advanced degrees in that, was also healing your minds. Um, so basically, the healing healed your brains, but it healed it so that you couldn't remember what happened before the trauma, because when you learn new things, your brain changes, right? It makes neurons connect and shit, and your brain changes a little bit. So essentially, the
So
magic that I use fixed your brains and your body, but it puts your brains in the state that they were when they were last fully healed. Does that make sense?
So
not really, but
yeah.
kind
Well,
of.
that's why. Yeah, but I've tried to do it since, and it hasn't worked for anybody else.
So he
But
changed. He basically made our brains make like dope ass Constitution saves
so
and
So
fought off
essentially,
the zombie
out of
virus, as it were.
you were there when we were attacked?
I was with you when we came down from the mountains to give the report to Neverwinter to tell the Crown that the zombies were acting strange. Which, viewing from your stories, that's absolutely true. I've never heard of zombies doing an ambush, or zombies running away, or zombies taking prisoners, for that matter. No. But the thing that happened, something's happening up north in that mountain. That's where they seem to be going the most. Down here, where we think is so strategic, is actually, and it seems to be an afterthought to them. And there's something up there in that mountain that they really want to get. And I was up there trying to figure out what the fuck they wanted to get. You guys,
Hey,
I
can you
what?
throw us back to the zoomed out map, on the coast real quick?
Only if I don't have to suck your dick.
You don't? I don't think so.
All right. Well,
You gotta suck mine.
it was, he's trying to get his. Whatever fucking
Okay,
other.
so he's basically saying, is he saying they're going towards Mount Houghton now?
Yes.
Okay. Is now
That's up here.
yes, that's where he was
Okay.
pinging.
Someone pinged. No,
Yeah,
someone
that was
pinged
me.
down near. Okay.
Okay, now, Austin, based on our experiences, when they were retreating, quote unquote, was that the direction they were headed?
No. You
Okay.
guys definitely knew they were trying to head this way.
Okay. They were heading. When they were trying to retreat, they were heading towards Leyland.
They're heading in this area, right, Austin?
Yes. They were heading essentially, if you see this black, the black dots right there, if you zoom in, that's where the trail was leading that you guys decided not to follow to go back to Gangland.
Okay. So there's something in here that we need to investigate.
Yes. But in talking with Captain Denim, that's essentially the layer that they were in, that he cleared out.
Okay.
So that's where they were going, and you don't know. He doesn't know. I don't know why they were going back there. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why they would want
Did
to
you
go back.
find any evidence in the lair of any of this behavior?
No, we haven't
They had
seen-
you captive. Were they bringing you food? Were they acting human?
Do I look like I was eating? No, I was not eating. They didn't know what the fuck to do to me. They did put
But
me.
they didn't kill you or bite you.
No, they didn't. Something that I've never seen or heard of before either, and I have never seen them try and do an ambush either or any of it. But my point is, boys, that up in Mount Hotenu, that's where the zombies were trying to get to, and that's where the zombies were trying to fuck up, right? I was up there trying to discover why they were up there and why the activity up there has been increasing every single week. When I was up there, I started to get out of. I needed reinforcements, which is what you were. You were my reinforcements. But when we got up there, we learned there was too many, and we had to get out of there and fall back to the mountains. And then on our way back to give our report to Neverwinter into the ground, that's when we were ambushed outside, right in between Thunder Tree and Neverwinter is when we got ambushed. Pretty close to where Neverwinter, yeah, because you guys, it was right outside. It was close to Neverwinter. So there's something up there that they all seem to be going to get at. That's why I was up there, and I plan on getting back there as soon as I can. You boys, or you boys and ladies, excuse me. I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do now because you didn't really get orders, and you essentially died, and then you were brought back. Which is not something I fully understand, and I'm glad you're here so I can do some more studies on your brains and, everything else that was healed. And if the four of you are truly immune to the zombies, then you guys are the greatest weapons that we have. So, any other questions?
Well, I was almost doing your accent there. I don't mean to sound too braggadocious, but I'm pretty sure we're free to do whatever we want. No one's really in charge of us around here.
Well, except for me, of course. But I wouldn't necessarily argue with you. You folks are the captains. I was an admiral before I was made an acting captain.
Sir, as per Regulation 4864-7, once we were presumed dead,
love that stormtrooper.
We are now terminated of service. So, therefore,
that's not how it works.
Do whatever
good, nice try.
Is that a thing?
Nice try. You are still, now that you are alive, it's as if you were injured and you're healthy. But
fucking
hey,
Jon
it was
Snow.
worth a shot.
It
was worth a fucking shot.
But you still have a point.
I say to Captain Denim, I say, I don't mind taking orders. I've been a soldier. I can't recommend enough that maybe you pump the brakes with that kind of talk around Gek. I can't imagine that he'd be too receptive of it.
He won't, but yeah. I should be able to calm him. I was just joking with you there, Captain. Of course, I follow all the regulations.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, it is a bit of a new area.
That's why I was surprised when you were up so late.
Who was up so late?
Yeah, who was up?
Him. When he woke up so late.
Oh.
Well, not Throm. Yeah. Captain Denim.
Yeah, because he probably slept for fucking, 14 hours?
Yeah.
I was severely malnourished and dehydrated, and when I woke up, I healed myself, and I was good. So, boys. Sorry, lady. You're fucking huge. It's kind of...
I'm a lady! Oh.
So, essentially... we all answer to the crown, obviously. This is a changing landscape. You understand your orders correctly. Phandalin is the waypoint between Icespire and the ground in Leonin. Leylon?
So
Leylon or something like that?
Leylon is the capital city, right?
Yes. So, we all take our orders from Leylon. However, we have a large discretion of what the fuck we want to do because there's no one here to tell us what to do. You boys, young girls, you have each done a wonderful job of getting Phandalin. You gave it a nice fence. It's a good fence. You got a good little moat out there. It's pitiful, but for the zombies, it was obviously very effective. And had I not come last night, I feel like you would have all been okay eventually. I don't know. There's a lot of them. I don't think they could have gotten over the water, but
Do you realize we got this all accomplished in all of 3 days?
You guys,
maybe not belittle our accomplishment.
There's a reason you were made
these people
captain.
Who are risking their lives for you. You're talking them as if they don't live here. You're talking of this place as it means nothing to you. Do you realize what we actually do as captains, Captain?
Do you?
Oh shit.
Do you know what's going on,
I
man?
I
You are
protect the
following the manual,
people.
and you are following the manual very well, is what I'm trying to fucking
I
say.
protect the people.
And that's why
You are
you were made a
talking them.
captain,
You're
because you
talking of them
protect.
as if they're just pawns, as if
We
you
are
don't
all
care if their
pawns.
lives
But there's a
are
reason you were
expended.
made a captain, and that is why, because you think, you can think, you think of the bigger picture, the small and the big. That is very important. But you think that any one person is greater than the whole is uh, um, equally a, what the fuck am I trying, what's the word, is equally unwise. Now, you have done a great job here. The people have done a great job here protecting themselves under your leadership. I know of Captain. What's the new captain's name? Never.
Grayman.
No. Great Gray.
Graywin.
Yes, Graywin. She's a very. I mean, she's also who I would have picked to put in charge as well. I think she's going to do a great job.
She needs quite a bit of help. I think you need to speak with her. Her and the townspeople need reassurance of why they're even here. Most of them have no idea, and I'm worried that if this morale issue isn't fixed, they could break and just leave.
Well, I'll tell you, they were never supposed to go this unsupplied for this long, from what I understand. Like I said,
Well,
I was a
that would be something that you should probably tell them coming from your mouth. It would mean a lot to all of these people. I think you need to speak with them,
well, I'm sure
address
we
them.
will once we figure out what our next step is.
Okay? What's the next step?
Well, that's what we're talking about. I have some ideas, but I would also be interested in hearing your ideas. My first idea is trying to understand how the fuck we got ambushed, how the fuck they got over the wall that should have been protected on the King's Road. How I mean these zombies are not acting as we've been experiencing. So understanding that should be our first priority because if they're completely unpredictable, then maybe this entire idea of using Phandalin as a supply route to Icespire is is doomed to begin at the beginning if the zombies can figure things out like supply lines. Then the whole thing becomes a moot point, and then the mountains are the only safe bet if the roads become unpassable, and then we are the only bulwark of the north to the rest of the kingdom. Right?
Um, well, yes, of course this needs to be held, and we need to figure out what's going on with the zombies in the area. But where do we start? Do we start at your attack site, our attack site? Presumably all of those zombies, if they were working together and working functionally like we would, they've been wiped out. But are they being commanded from somewhere else? Should we check other areas? Should we go further out? Is that even worth it with our current situation?
I have a
Those are all good
suggestion.
questions. Yes.
While I don't disagree with anything that's been laid out, and perhaps this is just a personal curiosity that I just can't shake. I believe it may be we could find some information if we seek out this retreat point. What's there? Why are they drawn to it? Perhaps it's closer than Mount Hodnow, and perhaps there's something there that may be key to we could persuade the zombies to move away from Phandalin if we find out what's there.
Well, from what I understand, they haven't attacked Vandal and they were attacking the supply routes, right? Or am I mistaken?
No, you came in. You threw a fireball when they were attacking Phandalin just yesterday.
Well, I thought you were talking about it before.
Yeah. I mean, well.
Because why would
No. They
were in.
They have
they
been
were
in
just
Phandalin.
in Phandalin a couple of days ago.
In smaller numbers, though. They were just
There were no walls. They were wandering into the city.
The town folks merely shut their doors and were safe by the
Alright,
few
let's get
zombies that pass
let's
through.
get our timeline a little straighter. So, I was sent here before you because you guys got bitten, healed, and then you basically were sleeping for a while. Apparently, about 3 weeks. So, when I came here, I was supposed to come to Pendlin, help fortify and strengthen it, exactly as you have both, or I guess the four of you, did, and then to help create the path to Ice Spike. But I was attacked and taken. So that was 3 weeks ago. In those 3 weeks, you came here. Uh, did you have? No, you said there was nothing that happened to you on the high road. It was only when you turned, and then they attacked you there, and then
We fought some on our way here, if I'm not mistaken.
Here,
Yeah, it was
right?
like it was only like 4 of them though. Sorry, I'm talking out
So,
of character
they attacked
because I'm trying to
and then-
remember the shit.
And then you, well, I like the idea that we're all actually trying to figure it out and remember because that's fun. So you guys, then you all came to Vandalin, and there was the normal attacks, but they only had to close their door. So until you four came here, Vandalin wasn't a target.
They didn't attack us till after they ambushed us. They ambushed us, they followed our tracks. Once the tracks got too muddled in the road and there were too many footprints from coming in and out of town, they did not know what to do. From that point, they must have regrouped, formed a full force, and marched on Fandolin.
There may be something to his supply line theory, though, because the town was heavily supplied, so we could build. Now, granted, we did gather many of these supplies ourselves to build these fortifications, but
You guys brought the supplies.
yeah, I mean, we got some, but some came in, and
Well,
they...
my question now is, did they attack Fandolin, or were they attacking you four who happened to be in Fandolin? Was it you that brought them here, or were they trying to attack Fandolin itself?
Well, that's not a bad point.
I believe
they
were tracking us.
I think you're right, because we saw a horde of them sitting, well, however far out of town it was. Shay went ahead, told them about the ambush, and we skirted their path and took the long way around and made our way safely to Fandolin, and then they came shortly after.
Do you know anything more about the behavior of the zombies in Mount Hotno other than it was strange?
Well, that's the thing.
Did they say that those zombies were actually exhibiting strategy?
Well, we don't
stories
know,
of them running away, or just strange behavior?
Everyone who they fought killed. They killed them all. We have no actual reports of any survivors, which is in and of itself not normal. There's normally, because you can just outrun the zombies. It's not like
there's normally a few that get away.
Not a
yes.
problem.
So,
but that's why it seemed. But it was happening. It was happening in small enough numbers. It wasn't in any one area, and it didn't happen. They didn't happen too often. It just seemed that they were getting lucky. When they said that's what I heard when I was down in wherever the fucking capital is. When I heard that they were getting lucky up north, I said, "That's not a fucking coincidence. Zombies don't get lucky. That's not a thing." So I went north. And then we started getting attacked. Well, now that I think about it, we did start to get attacked more while we were up there, but I don't think it was a strategy. It just seemed like they were in greater numbers and had more. Well, they weren't more efficient. I guess I don't know if it was because they were more efficient or because they were in greater numbers. Now, do I? But the point is that there were a lot of them, and then we asked the crown for 4 of our best fighters. They sent you, and you guys seemed capable enough. But when you were all attacked and bitten, I noticed that your wounds weren't turning black as immediate as I have seen before, so that gave me hope to try and heal you. And when I tried to heal you, of course, the healing magics that I used on your body turned your wounds back to their original state, but it also affected your brains, and I was worried about that, obviously. So, but everything in our report so far is that there is something up north that they were going after. So now I'm not sure if we should try and find out what's going on with the zombies here, or if we should try and stay on the move and see if they continue to attack you.
I believe.
I think if we leave this area, if they are exhibiting intelligence, it'd be the perfect time for them to attack and take Fandolin and ruin all the plans.
Well, they certainly won't take it after your fortifications, and if I stay here.
I believe.
If you're staying here, then I think moving on could work. Throm, I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
You're fine. You're the strategist. I'm just throwing wet spaghetti at the wall and hoping something will stick. I believe that perhaps the four of us should head north, leave Captain Denim here as a advisor and warrior, and perhaps see if is there. I know I was in the middle of a sentence, but like. Would we know, like, places where we could send communications via Raven or whatever?
Well, I can project simple thoughts.
Okay.
It gets harder the further away that you are.
He's pretty high level, then. He might be better than the four of us combined.
You have to be able to have enough wisdom to be able to ascertain and discern that it is me that is trying to talk and speak to you, which is why I'm very surprised that it was Gek, right?
Yes.
Do I talk to him first?
Don't sell him short.
Right. So, and because I told him to stop whenever he was going over the wall or some rubbish, and I
mean, come on now, it's wisdom,
So-
Throm. Really?
You know, I was having an off day. You saw how my thunder waves went.
well, wisdom and smarts are not generally the same thing. He's very smart. Obviously he wouldn't be a captain, but he is strong and aggressive, which is why he was made a fucking captain, because he can fuck shit up.
To be honest, for a cleric, my wisdom is shit. But
He can.
here's what
I
Throm
probably
was
got
gonna
close to your wisdom with my fighter.
say. Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking
So
15.
essentially,
No,
all we really need to do is to see if they follow you, or if you continue to get attacked while you're out,
Here-
or if you continue to attack here. So all you really have to do is go out for a few days and then come back.
so
Right?
here's my thoughts. Perhaps we do this. I agree. That's a good plan. Let's leave for a few days. Let's go investigate this retreat spot. Because why not? It seems to me wherever they keep retreating to.
Well, I haven't.
No, that's where he was. He already cleared that area out.
Oh, well, fuck.
I have an
haven't-
idea.
I-
I have.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let's hear your idea first, there, youngin.
I think that the best route to take would be we take the route that is proposed through the mountains, try to get to Icespire, gather some supplies, bring them back to Fandolin that will give us intel on the zombies between here and there, and also reinvigor Fandolin and let them know that the people we say are in the south there to help them will be there once we get this line open.
Just to play.
Captain Denim looks
if-
at you, and he starts slow clapping.
The
Finally, someone uses their brain and has a good thought. Yes, that was my idea exactly. Was that you all go to Icefire, try and see.
I don't believe you ever said that.
You just said it.
No,
It's my idea,
He's
yes.
complimenting you.
Yes, I'm complimenting
You just
you.
tried to take
No, he didn't.
credit for my
He
idea.
was clapping at
Oh.
you.
Sorry, I misheard.
It is an early morning.
Here,
You
have another cup of coffee.
Yeah, you
No,
have-
I thought he said that was my idea exactly. So
So yes, exactly. It was. It was my idea. You simply said it first because you also had the idea, which means that you have thoughts in your head and you know how to use them, which is good. So yes, see if you can go to Icespire using the way that has been proposed to see if it's any good. That's one of the things that we were supposed to do months ago, but we never have actually been able to get to the fucking town. Now I'm starting to wonder if it's the town again, because it's always the people who... But it's not the town, because they don't actually attack the town. They just seem to get lucky on the people we send here.
If I may, Captain Denim, just to play Hella's advocate, and I chose Hella because I'm like Odin, an Odin dude.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say Devil's advocate, but he says, if I may.
You just did.
Yeah.
The sweet sexy.
Dude, I was pointing out how clever I was being. Okay, it's like explaining why your joke is funny.
No, it was nice.
But,
good job.
He says, if I may, if we all seem to be in agreement that perhaps the zombies are after us, is it wise to head towards a refuge?
Well, Icefire, remember, the mountains are the safe refuge. They don't go in the mountains because it's too treacherous for their little bodies to go up to it, because if they fall, they die. That's why they stay mainly to the plains.
That's all I need to hear.
And if they do follow us, Icespire will have the high ground and most likely be fortified.
Yes, it is. It should be one of the most fortified places in the kingdom, because it is in the mountains, which was supposed to be what Mount Hottendew was also supposed to be one of the most fortified places, and it was getting attacked. So, that is... You boys are all... Well, not boys, because obviously you're a big hulking female, but you both get...
You're a real huge bitch.
You both get... I think we are all actually on the same page. Up north is where shit is happening and where we should be. However, we have to make sure that what is safe stays safe before we go and try and fuck shit up. Now, if you on your way to Icespire are getting attacked and you think you can make it back here, then come back here. If you think you can make it over there, then make it over there. Yes, they have fucking ravens they can send to Fandolin. Fandolin, I don't know if we have anything from Icespire, but they definitely do. And then the raven who takes your message to me can take mine back. So when you get there, you can absolutely message me, no matter how much grog you drink and how much your wisdom drops. So
fair enough.
It sounds like
that would be the other two, not us.
But it's important to remember that in a zombie apocalypse that we seem to be in, it's important we all be on the same page. Which is, shit is going wrong up north, but we have to keep the south safe first. But if the south looks like it's going to be on the brink of fuck, go north and try and figure out if there's something up there that you can take care of, or go back.
Why not? If things are all going to shit, I say we should head south.
Well, that would be the other thing if you go to the capital and confer with the king. As you are here, as long as you're out here, you're captains of the realm and you can do what you need to. That's what we all are supposed to do. And then we go back.
Yes.
We go back to the capital if and when, and only when we think we need to. Because as soon as we go back, we aren't out here to do anything. The king has made us captains for a reason. So that's the idea. So we're all on the same page, right? Right. Now let's go get drunk.
It's like 8 in the morning.
I'm definitely have patrols. Have briefings. I have to brief you on everything we've done here in town. The different breaches you need to be able to breach.
What race is he?
Dom has to breach you on how to set off the wave in the town, the defenses, and you want to drink. What are you talking about?
I like to get drunk. This is a zombie apocalypse, man. What the fuck is this?
What? In all honesty, what race is Captain Denim?
He's actually a half elf.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we got a half elf who likes to get turned. That's not typical.
Okay.
Oh, right.
I mean, they have human in them, so yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but
human.
He's still got that elf snoot in him.
And remember,
half elves are bards commonly, so they're the.
And remember, I said I'm not actually a fucking wizard. I'm a sorcerer, but everyone thinks wizard is cool, so I go with it. So, anyways, back to the point. How did you guys come up with that amazing water defense on the west side of town?
She points at the handbook.
Yeah.
She points at the fucking handbook.
Whoever wrote this thing is a fucking gem.
The handbook does not have anything about trying to make the moat. Yes. But you
opens it
guys
to
made a
the.
pool on the weak side of town, and then you flooded the area close to the front, and then would develop some sort of thunder wave to go and fuck them all up. That wasn't in the manual. That was fucking brilliant. Whose idea was that?
Thank you very much. It was a lot of accidents that led to a good plan.
Hey, what do you mean? It was a lot of accidents.
I am a big
Was it
fan.
inten-
I'm a big fan of a certain painter back home. Large afro on the man. He says we don't make mistakes, just happy accidents.
Well, it seemed like a pretty good, happy fucking accident. That was fucking genius. And I mean, I don't know. You used the land, which I guess is in the book, but that's, I mean, funny.
I would suggest if while we are away, you could help them devise perhaps some sort of floodgate or perhaps something of the like in case there are no magic users to flood the land as it were.
Well, we do need to build a proper wall, proper gates, and then we will probably use some of the hills to expand the town, build a barracks. We've got plenty of work to do while you boys are out hiking in the wilderness, going through the trails. You
Well,
know.
thankfully, you'll have a stockpile of lumber. Believe my brother knocked down half the forest.
Yes, now we just have to worry about the nails and everything else. But
Should provide nice sightlines as well.
I
Less
will-
clutter in the way, as it were.
we should confer with Captain Neverwinter, not Neverwinter, Captain Greywind. We'll confer with Captain Greywind, and we'll figure out what the hell she needs. I think definitely lots of saws, lots of joints, and other wall building things, or fuck, what?
You
Whatever.
should, if you can find some
Well,
dwarves to get in
well,
here
you
and build some
confer-
masonry, that'd be brilliant.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's right.
confer with her. We could get the other two and canvass the town and see
Well, I think
what
most
people are
of it
needing.
will be making a list so that when you go,
Are we boring you, sir?
when you go and you get to what's it called again?
Icefire Peak.
Yes, when you guys go to Icespire, we will have a list of things for you guys to bring back. It seems you guys are doomed to be the delivery captains of the realm. But supplies is what's needed the most. If you go there, you get supplies, you make the trail, bing bang boom, done. Sound right?
Fair enough.
That sounds good.
All
Well,
right.
I will begin making preparations for this trip.
Excellent.
And
So-
Ike would probably head out of the room and start getting with the different people she needs to start setting up
we-
all their stuff and
We should
canvassing the
definitely
city
go
for.
get we should go get the other two, first of all.
She
More
would go get
hands
them
make less
on her
work.
way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
But
I'm gonna take a. Let's take a quick pause for the cause. I'm gonna go get some water, take a smoke break, take a potty break, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll go pee.
peeing sounds like a good idea. With all these programs, it's bleeding my battery even on the charger. So I'm like, I can hang on for another 40 minutes.
Hello.
What up?
Is this here's my question for Austin. I don't know if he can still hear us, but is this guy
He's gone.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So I'll just ask you. This guy, this accent, I'm digging it, but it's I think it's supposed to be like Irish or Scottish, but it keeps slipping into Indian.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what he's going for there, but
It's
I
all right.
like it.
Anytime I try,
Yeah.
anytime I try and do a fucking accent, a lot of times it ends up slipping back into Southern. So who am I to judge?
Mine too. And growly or fucking like
Cockney.
all of my like this turns into a little bit of this, like
And then it gets
hey,
a
what's
little
up?
bit, a little bit like this.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, we're gonna talk about going up the straight here.
Yeah. I mean, we're not voice actors.
No, not at all. I just go with it. I try to focus on what I'm saying, not how I'm saying it as much. I try to get into voice and make sure I have good content.
It really. Why the hell did I put fucking. How did I build this guy? I have a 16 con, which, don't get me wrong, I love a good con, but why is my... No, dude, I put my biggest stat in the wisdom. It's the racial bonus that's what's doing it.
For Hobgoblin, yeah, because
Yeah.
you didn't change your racial bonuses.
Yeah, it feels cheap. I don't know. I mean...
I agree with you. That's why I wasn't going to do it, but in this instance, I figured I'd try it, and I'm happy I did.
Well, there's also, like,
Because
things
it
you can
works
do...
great for the barbarian, because it's dex and strength.
Well, there's also
But when
things
you're
you
an
can-
armor-wearing fighter, you don't want a dex bonus.
There's also
Like,
things
you
you
don't-
can do
you
where
want it somewhere else.
you can sacrifice like some of your racial abilities to like gain different ones.
Yeah. And I did do that. I got rid of stealth because she's in heavy armor. And I
Well,
was
and you
like,
in like the one of them you don't have the reach on, right?
no, they both have reach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kept that. They're both melee combatants. So she's got a 15-foot reach because she's got a glaive. He's got a 10-foot reach because he's got a great axe.
I imagine I'll be hitting Ike
And then she swaps out.
with a lot of protection from good and evil because
Fuck yeah, because that's disadvantage from evil creatures, right?
yeah, undead.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, yeah, undead would be evil creatures.
Yeah, I figure Gek will be in the shit more, but doesn't need it because of resistance during
Yeah.
rage. So
Gek would need it less. But yeah, especially once I get to level 4 and I can get Polearm Master and start attacking guys on the way in. And then Gek will have Great Weapon Master and be able to dole out an extra 10 damage.
I really want to up my.
And then when I get Sentinel at 6th level, ooh, buddy.
you and me might have to look at this bard because like at 4th level I can max out my charisma, but like I don't know, there might be something better to do. Like sharpshooter would be good, but then I'm gonna be shooting at a 0 bonus, a +0.
What's your dex?
+3. 16.
Plus 3?
It's 16.
Okay. So,
Just to,
then
I'm
what-
basically figuring out how
what
do I help this
I would
party as
do,
much as
'cause-
I could.
because like her, so your bonus is at a +6 or a +5 right now?
For what? No, I don't have any +5 bonuses.
No, total to attack with a bow.
Oh, correct. Yes.
So your attack bonus is a +5, and then let's say at level
5, because at level 4 you got to make this decision. But at level 5, your attack bonus is going to go up by 1. So it's +6. So now you're making that with a +1. If you were to take sharpshooter there.
Well, and here's the thing. I could always...
and
there's always fairy fire.
There's fairy fire, which is going to be giving you better attacks. And at level 8, which isn't that far off, take fighting style archery.
How do I take... Is there a feat for taking a fighting
There is
style?
a feat for taking a fighting style.
When did that come in? Tasha's?
Tasha's. Go check it out. It might add a +1 to strength, dex, or con too, which you could bump up your dex and then pop some more into that later.
Sources. Tasha. Feats.
And you could build this archer
Feats.
from scratch right here.
I mean, well...
you're gonna... You might even want to take the archery first and wait till 8th to get that extra pop.
Fighting
because you got some damage dealers right now, and you could be that extra pop at 8. Yeah, fighting initiate. That's the name of it.
Yeah, you don't get a bonus to a stat.
And you could take any fighting style. Okay.
Yeah.
I just knew a lot of those had that in that book.
Yeah.
You could also, instead of any of that, you could just take something like Piercer to up your damage, or you could go with that feat for Spell Sniper and pick up like an Eldritch Blast or a Firebolt.
Critical hit that deals piercing when you roll on it. Piercer wouldn't be bad. If I was gonna take, if I'm gonna take a feat at 4, it'll probably be either Fighting Initiate, or if I decide the Magic Initiate and get Eldritch Blast. But like, I know you get more bolts and shit.
Would you want to do Magic Initiate or Spell Sniper?
Remind me of Spell Sniper.
Because Spell Sniper gives you a cantrip, and I think it gives some other bonuses. Magic Initiate will give you 2 cantrips and a first level spell.
Spell Sniper. When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, the range is doubled. Your range attack spells ignore how you learn 1 cantrip that requires an attack roll. Choose from. Okay, so let's look up Magic Initiate.
Magic Initiate gives you 2 cantrips and a spell, and the spell you can cast once per day. So I mean, you'll get a first level spell, but you won't be able to ignore all that cover.
True,
if you're wanting to use a spell to just have that sharpshooter shot in your back pocket to go with all your bard spells, and at higher levels, that's multiple shots too.
Magic Initiate. Okay. Here's the thing. Like, I'm going to do it, but Austin don't play with cover really too much.
That's true.
What I'm saying?
Agreed. Does it increase the range though?
On Magic Initiate, no.
No, on Spell Sniper.
Yes.
So there is that still.
It's doubled, I believe. Yes, the range is.
And
doubled.
he would let you take advantage of that.
I mean,
like that, the horde coming at the city.
Yeah, I mean,
you could be like, I'm sitting up in this tower and picking people off with.
I think I get more mileage out of Magic Initiate though, just because
probably do.
It lets me learn another spell.
Yeah,
and with bards, and
it gives you a casting per day.
Yeah.
If you can make it an attack spell too, but do you want to go warlock or?
I mean,
do you want to go sorcerer?
And get what? Firebolt and Burning Hands?
I mean, there's Catapult is available there at first level. I don't know if that's for sorcerer or not. Let me go check.
I got 2 levels to do this. We can figure this shit out at work.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah. I also gotta Eloquence is a great college. I don't know if it's good for this campaign though.
Yeah,
I don't know if that'll be great, because I don't know that we're going to need a lot of help on saves. I think lore might be better to get those other boosts
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
to knowing different spells, be able to take spells from any spell list, because you could take a cleric and a druid spell to add to her spell list. It doesn't have to be counter spell and fireball. Those might not be that applicable.
I also get...
We don't know what kind of spellcasters we're going to run to, if
I also
any.
get 3 more proficiencies. Cutting words.
Yeah.
I mean... Yeah.
I like it. Like, I like lore. Lore's just so good.
It's just...
Eloquent is great. But it's hard not to go lore, because the proficiencies, the expertise, like...
Yeah.
Because does expertise come from the class or come from Lore Bard?
No. When you hit 3rd level, you gain proficiency with 3 skills of your choice. So
Okay, I think
I mean,
they
I
must
already
get
got
expertise at 2nd level as bards.
You get Jack of all trades, which gives you half proficiency in everything
Okay,
you're not
they
proficient
get
in.
expertise at a certain level. It must be 6th then.
Class features.
Somewhere.
Expertise at 3rd level, you choose 2 of your skill proficiencies.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you'll get it
Yeah.
when you get it along with your
Yeah.
archetype, which is nice. I think it's one of the few classes that does
I
that.
think I'm gonna get. She's gonna take stealth because we don't have a stealthy person, and then maybe.
Yeah. Well,
maybe-
Gek has stealth. Gek's our stealthiest person, but he's loud. Just personally, not anything he's carrying on him. He's just a loud
what's
guy.
his stealth skill? Or what's his stealth modifier?
Probably +6. Because he's got a +4 to Dex.
I'm a +5 for sure.
Because I went more Dex based than Con. I think I got his Dex higher than his Con. His Con 16, his Dex is 18. Because I think of him as like hopping around and smacking the shit out of it, like dodging blows more than just enduring them.
It makes 0 sense, but it'd be dope if there was a feat where you could like take weapon finesse. But then, but rage only gives you damage bonuses on strength-based attacks, right?
Yeah. They need more melee-based feats as far as like things.
We can make them, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
like defensive wielder. Like, I want something that makes me like defensive with my weapon. Like, there is no reason to ever play a one-handed sword fighter.
well,
Or like really even a guy that wields a long sword with 2 hands. Or switches back and forth. There's no... You either need to get a great sword or sword and board.
sure. I mean, you could be a dual wielder, but because you can dual wield long
like,
swords.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the classic like Jorah Mormont fucking long sword and heavy armor, like that's not a thing. It's not a really applicable. You could play it,
Right. I mean,
but you're at a big detriment.
You can get the dueling fighting style if you're not a fighter or you don't get to pick a fighting style.
Yeah, but you can use that with a shield.
And you can get there's that feat that lets you take Battle Master stuff.
Well, yeah.
Like
No, you can make it. I'm just saying there's no reason to not have the shield. Mechanically, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's like I should just carry the shield. But for flavor, I want to be cool and I'll be at a penalty. Like,
well, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
It's just...
But if you don't carry the shield, you're always rolling D10s. I mean, but like
True.
you said, you should be just taking a greatsword and rolling 2d6.
Yeah. If you're not going to use the shield.
Honestly, the guy holding a single short sword doesn't appeal to me. If you're not gonna
Or
hold
a single long sword, but yeah.
yes, that's what I meant. If you're gonna hold a single long sword, I would rather you hold a fucking great sword. It's so much cooler. Visually.
But I would just like the idea of like the weapon master who's completely mastered the long sword, that he can block attacks deftly and get extra powerful attacks in there. Like,
let's see. I am searching the word parry in the homebrew feats.
okay.
I think that's.
I'm
a good
sure there's
word.
a lot of parries.
That's
Parry's a battle master maneuver as well.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely take like those style maneuvers, but like something akin to the dueling feat.
Right.
Or the dueling fighting style, but for someone wielding it with two hands. Like,
okay, let's see.
just to make the versatile fighting style more applicable in anything
There we
outside
go.
of a spear with Polearm Master.
This is the highest rated one. You increase your dex by 1. Once per round when you're attacked by an enemy, if you have a one-handed melee weapon equipped, you may take the parry action. Roll 1d4, add it to your AC until the end of that enemy's turn. If the enemy attack misses due to the increased AC, the attack is considered to be parried for use with Riposte Mastery feat, which I guess somebody else made. I mean, that actually
not
seems
bad.
a little OP.
Yeah,
To be honest with you,
I would go a little less than that.
Requires a dex of 13 or higher.
Like, I would go with something as simple as defensive weaponry, where if you're wielding a weapon with the versatile property, or wielding a weapon with two hands, so it would even be applicable to maybe a guy with a great sword.
Let's
But,
look at this. Dueling
kind
mastery.
of like a defensive fighting style that gives you a +1, kind of like defense would.
Okay, this one has
but
my interest. Here we
with
go.
your weapon.
You have
Okay.
mastered the art of parrying dagger, making you a fierce opponent in single combat. While wielding a dagger in your offhand, you gain the following benefits. You may wield a weapon without the light property in your main hand, and your main hand attacks still benefit from the dueling fighting style, but I guess if you don't have that, it doesn't matter. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you may use your bonus action to impose disadvantage on their next attack against you before the start of your next turn. Anyway, Austin's back. We'll browse these on our own.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
All right, so we're winding down, obviously, for the night. But you guys had that. Do you have any questions that you want to ask out of character for clarification's sake of anything that you guys talked with about?
I don't.
I mean-
think so.
I feel pretty good about it. Like, we're heading down to Icespire Peak. That sounds like a good plan, and we're gonna track how the zombies are behaving.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't think we're gonna fully, like, if we see anything out of the ordinary, we're gonna notate it, move to Icespire, send a report, because we don't want to get killed.
Right.
But,
yeah. If you do have any questions about anything that because essentially you guys related to each other, everything that you guys would have known. If there's anything that you ask about later, like, hey, we probably would have asked him this. I don't know. I'm not going to be too concerned about making sure that you talk about everything you think you need to, because you guys would be able to essentially spend the half of the day with him. As
I was
you
gonna say, we're probably gonna be preparing to leave for the next 2 or 3 days.
well, you guys
I assume that we
so
gotta
what-
get stuff together.
What's
and things
happening
of that
now
nature.
is you guys don't have too much to do. You guys can go around and basically requisition any supplies and materials you need. Captain Greywind and Captain Denim are essentially looking through all of the supplies the towns people would have gathered, and gone through logistics to find out what the essential and critical items they need, and they're making a list to give to you to take to Icespire, to then you guys bring back the stuff.
Sounds good.
We're gonna requisition a +3 great axe for Gek. So, John, why don't you go ahead and add that to his character sheet?
Unfortunately,
Well, do we have to get to Icespire first
all the steel
to get it from
here,
them?
all the metal and steel that they can spare is being used for nails for the wall they want to create. So, no.
Okay, we'll
axe,
get the +3 great axe and Icespire. It's
Got
okay.
it.
No
Okay, we
chainmail.
can make it there.
Yeah. If
All
not, Gek will kill the zombie ogre carrying the +3 great axe and take it from him.
Hey, in Monster Hunter, you can make weapons out of bones, dude. We'll just take these zombie bones and make them into a fucking great axe.
That'd be
Sounds
pretty.
good.
That'd be pretty.
I
Cool.
The
mean-
bone weapons and armor in Monster Hunter are dope looking,
You're
by the
you're
way.
a cleric, so you can bless it with +3.
Yeah.
That's what clerics do, right?
That's definitely how clerics work.
So while that's happening,
Yeah.
the four of you meet up again. You go over to the inn, and you, I guess, would tell them everything that's going on. And is there anything else you guys want to do in town before you leave?
Should we give the people a farewell? Like gather them?
I don't think we should stop them in what they're doing. We should just move on with our business. It's the other captain's job to inform them on what's going on and what they need to know.
Alright, well, I don't know. I feel like Gek made a lot of friends. Maybe he wants to say goodbye to him. I don't know.
Well, then
So-
he can go say goodbye to them.
So are you guys are all packed up? Have everything that you need as far as food, shelter, supplies, things like
Yeah,
that.
I would say we got stuff. Will we be able to requisition like a wagon so we could rest
Do we want
part
a
of the way there?
wagon?
Or no, a wagon's probably not gonna work through the mountains.
Wagon makes
Never
a
mind.
lot of noise too.
Yeah. One thing I do want to make sure we get is pitons, climbing gear, rope, extra things we might need for traversing mountain ranges if necessary.
Yes, you can have all of that stuff. You can also have these 4 mountain horses. Apparently, with some of the there was not a farmer, but someone outside of town just got here, and he's made some trips before when he was younger, and he's got some horses that are mountaineering horses. Mountaineering? Is that,
I don't think mountaineer is a word. Mountainous?
these are horses that are good in mountains.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah.
horses. I like horses.
So you guys have horses. The horses have some like leather padding, like so they can't get bit. They don't. As far as we know, we haven't seen any animals turn, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't kill them, right? So, or they might get a bite and get infected. So they have some light, very light leather armor, which is the same as chainmail against a zombie bite, right? So you have some horses. They're good in mountains. You have any supply that you guys reasonably need. You would be able to have if something comes up. Yes, you have chains. You have some chains. You have a lot of rope. You have some hooks. You've got some mountaineering stuff.
Road flares.
Yeah, exactly. You got all that.
Okay, John, pressure's on. What are your horses? What are your guys naming their horses? Here we go.
This is horse.
Gek names his horse. Of course he does. That's perfect.
Of course, it's the horse.
And Ike is gonna go with
Okay, I got one. Thrum.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Thrum says, in honor of my lord Odin, my steed shall be named Thunderwind. Okay, now you go.
I shall name it after my the man who taught me how to wield the sword. And his name was Gorin.
Spell
Gory?
Gorin.
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 That's how I'm spelling it.
Hey, Austin, what was the name of that kid that stabbed Shay? That's what her horse's name is gonna be. So you're up.
Yes.
Um.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna go Shane.
Shane, come back, Shane!
Yeah,
In case my horse runs away, I can yell that.
Shane.
What?
For Shay, if you name it Shane, like when I call Shay,
Oh wait,
will the
no.
horse come
Yeah.
and run?
Shane-
Oh wait, I said horse. My horse is gonna come running. Is that gonna be a problem?
We can name him Ehans, which is Shane backwards.
Yeah, Ehon.
Ehans.
Because
Ehans. What's horse backwards?
Actually,
No,
it's not Ehans.
it's Enosh.
Enaz. It's Enaz. Horse backwards is Esor.
Esor. There we go.
Esor.
But it's spelled Eyesor.
So Isor.
and he says Esor.
Isor.
No, I'm just kidding. It's spelled Esor.
It's actually Esro. Esro's kind of a cool name for a horse.
Esro.
This
Esro
sounds
works.
very fantasy.
Esro, and I already forgot the other
Goran.
one. Goran.
I put him in the journal.
Goran. Yeah,
Well,
I figured you did.
And then, so we have Esor, Goran, Enos, and Thunderwind.
Thunderwind.
All right, so as you guys are,
You always have to name your horses.
Denim comes up to you. He comes up to Thorn. Who does he come up to? He's gonna come up to the cleric. Yeah, definitely the cleric. Thorm. Throm. I knew that.
You gotta flip those that O and R.
Throm. He comes up to
Thorm's
Throm,
not a bad name though.
and he gives you a little coin disc
Okay.
with some writing and shit on it. And he says, if you get into serious trouble, like, I don't know, captured and taken to a fucking dungeon, and you need to tell me to come and fucking get you, bleed on this coin, and I will come and get you.
I'm sorry. Did you say
Oh, if someone's
bleed
gotta
on
bleed
it?
on something, you should give it to me.
Yeah, no, it needs to be a cleric, because that's how these things fucking work. Alright? Although it's
But he doesn't ever bleed as much as I do. I'm always bleeding. I'm perfect for the job.
Don't
Right,
worry.
but
I can make myself bleed. It's okay,
You-
Gek. I've got you.
Gek, it wouldn't be good for you.
You're not as good. I should make you bleed, Thrum.
No,
I'm
go
better at
ahead.
making people bleed.
Please don't make me bleed.
Gek, you're too good at your job for bleeding. It wouldn't work very well because you're always fighting. You're always killing zombies.
Too much blood. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you'll be busy hacking away zombies like you do
Well,
best.
If you say a prayer to Odin maybe, and then put a little blood on it, and then I'll come and as I'm able to, and as quickly as I can, I will come and try and find you, and try and I'll come and get you out of the cave as opposed to let you get yourself out.
If
because-
we are in dire straits and we are in need of assistance, of course, as a great bard once said, I will say a little prayer for you.
Just don't use it if you don't need to. 'cause
Forever.
It'd
and
be
ever.
it'd be very fucking
You'll
annoying.
stay in my heart.
Oh my goodness. All right, now get out of here. We've got a lot to do, and you have a lot to do too.
Are you sure I have more bad music jokes to make?
Sure you do.
Off we go.
Off you go.
Yep.
Now,
We're gonna get off on the road.
good speed, Godwin, and all that. Goodbye.
Ah, Thunderwind.
And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.